Okay, what's your name? Can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Sanjay Sharma. I am a retired fighter pilot from the Indian Air Force, and today happens to be the 45th anniversary of my getting into the Air Force.
Really? It's today?
Yes.
Wow.
I became a pilot on 13th of December 1980.
Wow, congrats. Happy birthday. You should have told me that this morning. Where do you live?
I live in Rishikesh. This is a small religious town in the northern part of India, and it is also known as the yoga capital of the world.
Can you explain to me what is the Hinduism religion?
Hinduism is not really a religion, it is a way of life. We follow something called Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan means that we consider that the whole world is one family. We call it Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole earth is one family.
What do you like the most about Hinduism and how did it help you in your life?
Hinduism is a very tolerant religion and it tells you the right way of leading your life. That is what I like about it. It tells you that you must respect your elders, you must respect everybody, you must not kill, and you must be a vegetarian.
Can you tell me how are the women considered in India or in your society, let's say Hindi society?
Oh, this is a very nice question. We have undergone a tremendous amount of transformation. In our dharma, that is in our religion, a woman is supposed to be treated as a goddess. She is the creator of life and she is the most respected amongst all. We have been invaded by invaders time and again for centuries. So things have changed now. Now it's a mix of several cultures which have come to India from different countries, from the Mughals, then the British. We have also been, interestingly, by the Portuguese.
What would you qualify about women's rights today in 2024?
We treat women equally. But yes, there have been practical problems in the sense we have evolved through generations and very many societal changes. So in order to uplift the status of women, we also have reservation. Like there are certain posts which can only be occupied by women. So we are trying to get their glory back, and that's what it is today.
So we met you through couch surfing. Can you tell for the watchers a bit about your couch surfing history and how long has it been?
We started couch surfing once I left the Air Force, because while in the Air Force we are not supposed to have contact with the foreigners unless we are authorized to do so after taking due permissions. We started in 2013 and it has been 11 years now. I think it's a very wonderful concept. We have made friends from all over the world. We have hosted more than 200 people. And recently, we had visited 27 countries in Europe, and in most of the countries, we couch surfed, made new friends, and met few old ones.
From your experience, what are the stereotypes of these foreigners, travelers about India, and how did they change the mindset after being in contact with you or in India?
India is a mixture of cultures. People feel that generally Indians are quite poor. That is the general concept. You will always find animals on the road. The traffic situation is bad. Well, some of it is partly true, but we are also one of the most vibrant economies in the world. We are also having almost everything in India, whatever is available anywhere else in the world. Once they come here, they go through a transformation of ideas. Their concept about India changes. We also believe very strongly in human bondings, personal connections, hospitality. We have a concept called Atithir Devo Bhava, that our guest is like God to us. And yes, you can see that especially in the villages of India.
What's your biggest dream?
There should be no passports required, no visas required. It should be a free world. You should be able to go from one place to another without any requirement of such formalities and documents.
What would be your advice to the world?
I'm too small a person to give any kind of an advice to the world. All I can say is love is the key.
So I will record you, if it's okay, while you're explaining me the awards, the pins on the board.
On the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my Air Force life. This is the flag of India. All these things I used to put on my flying overall. So Indian Air Force, this used to be on both the shoulders. This is the pilot's brevet. And it is said that not all the gold in the world can buy you these wings. And once you have them, not all the forces in the world can take these away from you unless you forfeit them by your own misdeeds. We have, after completion of training, we receive these called wings and a commission in a passing out parade in which we invite a dignitary. Like in my case, the chief of their staff had come. These are different types of commendations that I was lucky to achieve. Commendation by the chief of the air staff, commendation by the chief of defense staff, commendation by the air officer commanding in chief. This is the rank in which I retired as an air commodore, which is equivalent to a brigadier general. This is for accident-free flying for more than 2,500 hours. This is called my Master Green Badge. Parachute wing. Yes, I am a paratrooper also. This is something which was awarded. I completed 1,000 hours on this particular aeroplane. A Jaguar. This is an Anglo-French design. So we have a French connection. Now these are the squadrons in which I had served. These are arranged in the order of seniority. So 14 comes the first. After 14 I served in 16, 18, 20 squadron, 22. This is the squadron which is close to my heart. This is the squadron which I commanded, 27. The person who commands a squadron, a particular squadron, always wears it on the left side next to the heart. We did some target doing task as a guest pilot. The badge is related to Jaguar. Then I am also an attack instructor, and there's some aircraft I flew, Mirage 2000, Su-30. So I was the chief of operations in the air wing of Border Security Force, and these relate to the same service. Then I also flew as an airline pilot with SpiceJet for some time. I'm also a qualified pilot on helicopters. Then this is one flying club in which I flew, and yes, some ranks which I wore, the civil aviation.
So last question would be, like, you know how to fly a lot of planes.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite?
It's a glider which doesn't have an engine. It's very silent, and that really gives you the thrill of flying and soaring without having an engine. So you are dependent on the nature. You look at the birds, especially the kites which soar. If you do not catch a thermal and keep gaining height, you have to continuously keep coming down. So that was the most thrilling experience of flying. Yes.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you.